Hi, welcome to Nurse Talk with Maggie. I have Anthony here with me. Anthony, what do you do?
I am a respiratory therapist
Nice. How long have you been a respiratory therapist?
for 3 years now.
What made you choose this profession?
I've always been a fan of medicine. Medicine was always my favorite subject. In high school, I was exposed to medicine. I took anatomy and physiology my sophomore year in high school, medical terminology. I took an EMT course my senior year. My high school was kind of special. It was more career oriented. But other than that, I really love medicine. I do.
Nice. And if you don't mind me asking, what's the most you've made in a year?
My first year working as an RT, I hustled and bustled and picked up a lot of shifts. They were giving bonuses for picking up shifts, like $700 to pick up a shift. And so I made 80K.
Okay,
I made
nice.
80K.
And what's the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part of my job would be the kind of triaging, it's almost like serving in a way, because I used to serve at Olive Garden, and it's like you're on roller skates. Like, doctors want you to do everything at once, but you're only one person, you can't teleport. And so it's like you're doing something, but you're getting called to something else. You're like, okay, so what the hell do I do? Do I drop this? Do I go? Do I stay here? And so those moments are like the hardest part. Another hard part too, I guess, would be when patients pass. I think that is a hard part. um, I used to work in the NICU for 2 years, and so when babies passed, that was pretty hard. But especially as a new grad, they don't really train you for that, and so yeah, that was the hardest part.
Yeah. And you can't be at like 5 places at once.
Yeah, but yes, I wish I had roller skates. I'd get there a lot faster, but yeah.
Yeah. And what's the most memorable moment in your career? Like good or bad?
I would say a lot of the times when babies were born and parents were just so grateful, especially when the babies came out premature, like 22-weekers, little micro preemies, and no one would expect the baby to survive that, coming out that young. But me on the job, of course, do a good job, and so the babies do oftentimes come out well, even though they're 22 weeks. And so those are the most rewarding parts, when the baby comes out and they transition smoothly, and they're like, I didn't think this baby would have made it, and they did. And so that's my favorite part about it.
I can't imagine working with babies. It's like the hardest part. Nope, can't catch me in there.
That's what everyone says. I was kind of kicked into the NICU world as a new grad. They were like, yeah, we're only hiring for the NICU, and yeah, we'll give you a sign-on bonus if you come on. I was like,
They tricked you.
yeah, they did. They really did. But I didn't mind at the time. It was a good experience.
Yeah. And if there was any advice that you could give someone who's wanting to go into that profession, what would it be?
It would be to know your stuff, take the time to really absorb the material while you're in school, because that will determine how anxious you are in the heat of the moment, knowing your equipment, knowing the settings, knowing how to troubleshoot, knowing how to fix a problem, because that's essentially what my job is, to fix every problem that happens in the hospital in terms of my equipment, patients not able to breathe. So knowing your stuff like the back of your hand really helps you in tough situations.
Absolutely. And also, I think experience makes a huge difference too. Of course, when you first start anything, it's going to be super scary. And as you get more experience, you are able to handle situations better.
Because you've seen it before. You're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what to do. Especially when you fail, you learn the most when you fail, because you know not to make those same mistakes again.
Yeah, absolutely. And last question, if you were to do it all over again, would you choose this profession? Yes. Well, and why?
I would say yes, I would. I wish they paid RTs a little bit more, but that's just a minor detail. I really do like what I do. I think it's really rewarding. I don't really regret being an RT. I think being a respiratory therapist has opened up many opportunities for me. In fact, that's how I'm here in California. I'm actually from Texas, and so I'm here on a travel contract, and respiratory has definitely opened up doors for me. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow the page, and we'll see you next time.